only remember one of their names, and that's Frodo, but they're all named after hobbits, thanks to Ryan, even though they're my mum's chickens. Ryan said he would only sort out the chicken fence if he got to name them. So that's what's happening. Hey girlies! Hello, have you got an egg for me? Should we see if you've got an egg for me? I see an egg! Oh. Good morning everybody. So 2 exciting things are happening today. Obviously we got our chickens and we got an egg, which is really exciting. And the second thing, which arguably I am more excited about, is that we are getting some sleepers delivered so we can start on the vegetable garden, which is going to happen behind me, and I thought I would show you a little bit. This is going to be a really long-term project. We can't afford to do it all straight away, but I thought I'd just kind of like walk you through it so you can see. So you'll enter the vegetable garden where the gate is there. Over here, there will be a herb bed here. Here. There will be a path here, a big path here, that will go all the way to a big dining area in the middle. And then on this side there'll be a vegetable bed, and then symmetrical on this side there'll be a vegetable bed. And the idea then is to just keep adding gradually, and every time we add to it, we'll add to it symmetrically so it looks nice and pretty. I don't know if I've explained that very well. The problem is it's so sunny that I can't see what you're capturing and what you're not, what the camera's capturing and what I'm showing you and what I'm not showing you. But I just kind of wanted to talk you through our plan because the sleepers are arriving today. We need to cut the grass first, I think, which hopefully my dad's gonna do. Although I have been on we've got like a big lawnmower that you sit on, and it's pretty fun. Yeah, and I think that's all I've got to update you for now. We're gonna wait for the sleepers to arrive, and then we're gonna get going, I think. Also, the ground's really bumpy, so that's gonna take a long time to try and level out, I think. There are a lot of dogs barking. Every house down this road, and there's only like 6 houses, has at least 2 dogs, I think, and they all like to talk to each other, so sorry if you heard that in the background.
It was a Saturday night. Remember seeing you just dancing in the middle of the crowd. There was something about you, cause you got stuck in my mind. Stuck in my mind, stuck in my mind. I thought I'd give it a go and I started talking to you. I don't know what I said, but the next thing I knew is that I held you in my arms and you asked what we should do. What should we do?
So what you can see us doing right now, me with my hat on, it's because it's absolutely boiling and I'm not gonna burn my head again. I burnt it yesterday. So excuse the non-fashionable look, but what we're doing right now is we have got the wood here, we've got a string piece here, which is where we're going to have like a like flower bed slash like herb bed, and we want that to be slightly lower because we need to get rid of the grass, and then so it's not going to be like really raised. And then we have got the vegetable bed, we've got a path lined out here, I don't know if you can see the second bit of string, and then we have got the vegetable beds that we're kind of roughly putting together. It's all got to be leveled out. It's very hot, but what we're just doing right now is we're rotavating the ground where the herbs are going to be, because it's a lot of heavy grass there and we just want to get rid of some of that. But that's going in the wheelbarrow, and it will be used later, maybe to put at the bottom of our beds once the grass has died down a bit, our raised beds, or to be used in the compost pile or something like that, so it's not going to waste. Right, I need to go and get a rake because the technique I was using earlier to try and pick some of the grass up is not working.
We went out of the club and we started walking the streets, and then we stopped for a while and you said you wanna kiss me. I remember thinking, is this really happening? I never thought I'd meet someone so beautiful. I couldn't quite believe it was magical. Just kissing under streetlights on our way back home. Our way back home. I said you can do what you want to with me. Yeah, I won't mind. As long as you stay with me, I'm alright. I wanna hold ya. I wanna hold ya.
another day now. The chicken are behind me. The vegetable garden is in front. It took a lot longer than we thought to even get started on this, but last night me and Mum went to go and see some neighbours, meet some neighbours, have a few drinks outside in one of their gardens, which was lovely. And when we got back, Ryan had built one of the veg beds and it is so beautiful. It was quite hard, our ground's quite bumpy, so he had to like level it out and things, which I think he found quite tricky, but he did it anyway. So the next step is, we're doing it like one by one, so the next step is that we're going to fill it with cardboard. We're doing the no dig method, so we're just going to cover the grass with cardboard inside the bed, and then I think we'll water it, and then we'll put soil and compost on, and then it's good to go. The cardboard acts as a barrier, so it stops the any weeds or grass from going upwards into our veg bed, but also it can allow roots from our veg to go through it as well later on, because it will obviously be biodegrading. So hopefully this works. I've been following Charles Dowding and his no dig method for years, so I'm very excited to actually start to have a no dig bed. I'm aware that we've rotivated like the ground and stuff where we've put the herbs and things, so that's technically not no dig, but we couldn't have just shoved herbs in there. We had to get rid of the ground somehow, and it was solid. It's very hard ground, which is one of the reasons why we're doing no dig. It's also heavy clay, our soil, which is another reason why we're doing no dig. So yeah, exciting! But yeah, it's another day. This video is going to go up I think a few days late because I was meant to be editing this vlog today, but instead I'm continuing with the project. I just can't help myself. I also got a little bit sunburned yesterday, even though I put sun cream on. The backs of my legs, I obviously didn't put it on my backs of my legs, and they're a bit pink, hence the outfit today, which is an oldie, a very oldie. You may recognise it from the early days of YouTube. But yeah, I'm gonna get going now. Exciting! There we go. As you can see, we've got the cardboard down. We're just weighing it down so it doesn't blow up in the air or anything. That was my poor attempt at filling it up with a few biodegradable materials. When I say that, I mean the wood. Then hopefully that should stop any grass from coming through or weeds, and we can put soil on top. It's been about an hour or maybe two since I last spoke. We've got some soil. We got some like soil enricher stuff. We probably should have bulk bought it, and we probably will in the future, but me and Mum got impatient and we wanted to fill one of the beds. Well, that's about 420 litres in there, as well as having some wood underneath, like some sticks, and also having some straw, like some like old grass cuttings to pad it out. And as you can see, it needs probably another 420 litres. 420 litres? Yeah. So it's about 1,000 litres that we need to fill that. It's not the cheapest thing in the world. So that's like some vegan, peat-free, soil enricher stuff. I think it's mostly like wood. And then we're going to buy some more compost. We just want to fill one bed so we can put some stuff in, because we have been growing things on the side. And also, welcome to my hat again. It's an awful look, I'm very aware. Yeah, so there we go. Sorry about the state around it, but yeah, we've got a long way to go there. And then while we were away, Ryan during his lunch break has tried to make the other three. They're not level yet, but he's just like cut the wood for them. So you can now kind of get an idea of how it's going to look. I mean, we're hoping to eventually have, you know, like 12 beds, if not more. And you see where the 4 black poles are, or the climbers, the things that we can have climbers going up, that is hopefully where we'll have eventually, and I mean really eventually, a pergola with like a dining table underneath and maybe something climbing around it, a barbecue and things like that. And then on the other side, hopefully we'll have more veg beds. There is a few trees in the way. We're going to try and keep as many as possible, but one of them to the left, which you can probably see over there, is actually falling down really badly, and I'm not quite sure how we're going to be able to save that. But yeah, hopefully you can get an idea now. I'm really excited with the progress we've made, considering yesterday we only did that. So the vegetable beds are still being made. I mean, we're 3 days in. Something tells me it's going to take quite a long time, a week plus, for it to even look really like we can grow vegetables in it. But I knew it was going to be a long time, so that's fine. I think I'm so used to seeing people online that just like click their fingers and suddenly there's a vegetable garden that I kind of didn't realise how long it would take, how much effort was involved, and how much money it would all cost. But it's a good job I've been saving for it, hey? So yes, this is the end of the video. I'm actually rushing to end this now because we have someone's sheep on our land, like in a field. We allowed her to have a sheep there, seeing as we don't need that field right now. And one of the sheep is caught in the fence and it's barring loads. And so I've just had to ring the lady to say, hey, one of your sheep looks like it's in pain, and I'm waiting for her to come because I have no idea what I'm doing. So I'm gonna rush off now. I think that might be her there. And we'll talk next week, or you can follow me on Instagram.